What's up, everyone? It's Ryan from Anime and Tunes, and just chilling right here. And it's just gonna be a regular live stream, and hopefully, Kid Otaku or Light1Films or Jalen Hawk will join me. I'll probably go and link it to them. Um, First, I want to know how has everyone's been dating, man. For me, it's just been my last video was on my first impressions of OKKO Let's Be Heroes, and during the 2 weeks of not releasing anything, I've been playing for like more videos to come out. It's more on the timing. I'm trying to get my time right with stuff because I got like school stuff to do, and then I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with what my videos, what time I'm gonna do them, and that kind of stuff, and then editing and like other stuff. It's kind of hard to figure it out. But I'm gonna plan to get more stuff out there in the near future, and hopefully me and Shaq can do some more discussion since he's back in the States. So hopefully we'll figure out something. Hopefully we can get like a podcast going within this month. Hopefully, let's see if I can. I'm about to send this out to the guys. Y'all see in the background, I'm watching some. Well, actually, the Auburn and Clemson game just ended. Let's see. For the past couple weeks, I've been trying to watch cable, but like my cable box hasn't even come in yet, and we're supposed. Hopefully, it'll come this week because I've been trying to go on live streams online for like Toonami and stuff, and Raw and SmackDown because I can't watch it on cable, and I'm like subscribing to like Sling TV and then like cancel the free trial once before they charge me and that kind of stuff. And I can't do that anymore. It's got kind of repetitive, so hopefully next week we'll get something. What else I've been doing? I've been watching some anime. I've been watching a lot of it, for the past couple weeks. Like I've been catching up to actually I got the schedule right here on my sticky notes. Been watching the Kanaguri show, which I'm kind of down 2 episodes, which I'm still trying to catch up to. Probably do that. I want to do that later tonight, or well, then Toonami's coming on, but I'll probably do that tomorrow. I don't know, after the Falcons game, or Monday because I don't have any classes on Monday, which is a upside. I really need to catch up to Recreators because that is actually a really great show to watch. And I am caught up. I've been caught up with like Classroom of the Elite and Gamers and Hajime no Gal and New Game. If I had to say one thing, I had to say New Game Season 2 would have to be. I'm sorry, but Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. I think that's gonna beat that out for my anime of the year. I don't know. I have to see what the fall is gonna do, but I think New Game's probably gonna beat it out for it. And I've been watching Soccer Quest, which is quite entertaining because it had 24. Well, actually, it got 26. I don't know, 24 episodes. And that's been entertaining to watch. And I also like how they did the simulus dub for Funimation, and that's been going well. Which I gotta say, the dubs from Funimation have been on point for the past year. I think it's been a year since they've done it, but they've done a great job with it. Like all the characters that were Japanese dubbed and then they had an English dub, those were like on point. Like the new game dub, came out like I believe a couple weeks ago, probably last month or sometime in July. I think it was sometime in July, and they did the whole dubs for like Oba and Hifumi. Why did I say Hifumi? Hifumi. That's the right pronunciation for Hifumi. Best girl in the new game, and all the rest of the characters, and they were pretty much on point. And the hard part about dubs are, if you watch the dub, then you want to track down the voice actor, or I guess they're calling themselves voice actors. Usually I like to say voice actor or voice actress, but I didn't heard that females don't want to be calling themselves actresses anymore. They want to be called actors. So I guess voice actors, let's just say they were on point with New Game. They were pretty on point. Like, I hope with New Game that season 2, for all the sales they'll do in Japan, hopefully there'll be a season 3. And I'm pretty sure they'll probably do a season 3 because the manga is pretty much going pretty high, and also because of I'm pretty sure it hit a pretty high of popularity, because I think they might continue more in their stories because of all that. And they only did like 2 arcs, but I think there's probably gonna be a 3rd arc to it, which is necessary, what they need to do. What else? What other animes? I know Hachime no Gal. I read the manga to that in the summer, and from watching it in the summer, I mean, reading it in the summer. I can't talk today. I believe I read it last year, and watching it this summer, I was like, did they just go a different route with this series? Because like, I know there were some major plot points like somewhere around chapter 10, and they haven't even reached it yet. Like, some of the points that they did, those were like way at like chapter 20. Like, I believe the episode where the main character, I can't remember his name, but man, I can't remember characters today. The female that she her best friend who she loves, like, that doesn't happen until like chapter 17 or something like that. And I guess they're going the original route to this, which what I have to say about that is the original route to an anime or manga is not a good idea, because they went that same route with Agami Got Kill, and they still haven't, and they didn't do well with that. Let's see what else is on. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Let's watch that. What else is going on? Aside from New Game and Hachime no Gal, what else? Oh, Classroom of the Elite. Classroom of the Elite is like a pretty good show to watch. And I had like a standard, like, I have to watch this series this week because it's so good. Like, I like, the characters are pretty lovable, and each episode is pretty much a confliction. Like, if you haven't seen it, it's all about like this like high school that's like pretty, or let's say irony to this, because they're all the Classroom of the Elite is an elite school, which has the they have to, it's like a private institution or private high school where you have to you gotta do well with your grades, and they say like after you finish that high school, you'll be definitely set for a job, or was it like going? It was like either that or going to a good college, and then you get a successful job. But it's probably going to be like a number 3 top 5 whenever I do the top 5s For the spring top 5 of 2017, I've been trying to do that, but actually, I need to message Shaq what his top 5 is before, so I can do that video. Hopefully by next week, hopefully earlier next week to do that. And I actually have my top 5 from the spring of 2017, and let's just say where I put in the honorable mentions, people are not going to like it. Let's just say that they're not going to like saying like, why you put that in the honorable mentions? That should be a top 5 for you. Well, it's not, because I can't put it in the top 5 because there was actually more series that I liked that were more original than the adaptation, because I kind of saw I kind of like read the adaptation instead of watching and then watch the anime, and sometimes it's kind of like that whole feel. I finally get how people say like, oh, the book was better than the movie, that kind of stuff. That's kind of my take on the situation. Like, okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek of spring 2017 for my pick. Psychono season 2 is not in my top 5. It is in an honorable mention. Let's just say Psychono season 2. Season 1 was totally better because season 2 had a lot of flaws in that season. Like, I think I put it as like a 6 or a 7 after I finished it. Like it concluded the whole series altogether, which is not it's a good thing that all series has to come to an end, but Psychono season 2 just pretty much blew down my expectations. Sometimes when a season 3 or season 2 comes out, I need to lower my expectations because I actually thought that Psychono season 2 was good. Hey, what's up, Light?
Yo, I'm not even home right now.
You're not?
Dude, I'm in the train station waiting to go home. I just finished work and stuff.
Oh, man. You didn't have to get on.
You hear that nice noise?
Yeah, I got you. How's it been, dude?
It's been great. It's been a while, man.
Yeah, I've been trying to live stream for a while.
Dude, I've been grinding. Like, I got a job and stuff since the summer. Well, I had a job in the summer. That ended. Then I had a job interview because I applied to another job, and I got it. And I'm just grinding.
Man, that's great, dude.
Yeah.
I've been pretty much doing the same. Like, I got a job this past summer, which I got my Switch, which is on Twitter. I got I didn't say that, but I had my old job, so I'm pretty much.
Yeah, I had multiple jobs before too.
Yeah, so I'm glad I'm back at my old job, but unfortunately I won't be working for the next 2 weeks because I gotta go back home and watch my siblings. Hopefully.
This job,
dude, hopefully.
This job I have right now is like permanent, so for now. Yeah, it's like a part-time job, and I go to it. I work and go to college, so this is interesting. First time. That is what I have to hear every time I'm in the train station.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that, man, but I bet train stations are pretty interesting, man, because I don't take a train or anything. Like, I wish I had a bus. I wish I was taking the bus going to school.
Thank you for New York, because public transportation, it sucks a lot, but it's cheaper than buying gas in a car and all that stuff.
Yeah, yes, dude. Yes, it is. Let's just say if you were in my situation, you would have a shitty day like almost every day. Like,
dude, all right, for the train, literally for the month, it's like $32 a week. 32 times 4. That's, let me see, 4 times 2, 8. So 4 times 3 is 12. So $128 a month.
$128. Dang.
Is that more than you will pay for your like gas and stuff, or no?
Well, I don't usually check how much I spend on gas that much, but
Yeah, because I know.
I think that could be around that. I think that could be around it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, because I know in some places gas is like expensive and stuff.
Yeah, man. Like, gas just went up down here, and I was like, what the frick? Like, thank God I got
Oh yeah,
Kroger. Thank God I got Kroger card to take the price down on that.
dude. Yesterday I went to see the movie It. That movie was great.
I heard a
Yo,
lot of good things about it. Like,
dude, check Rotten Tomatoes. Everybody said it was good. That movie was great. I loved it. I never watched It as a kid or anything, so it's my first time watching like It, the new adaptation and stuff.
I got you. Well, Shaq is he's a huge fan of horror films. Maybe he might force me to go to that. I don't know. I'm trying to conquer my
I
I'm
like.
trying to conquer my fear of horror films. So maybe I might give that a chance.
Yeah, my brother, he doesn't like horror films. I told him, yo, let's go. He was like, yeah, I'll go then. Halfway, when I was about to leave, he's like, no, I'm not going. I don't want to watch the movie because he's like scared of like horror films and stuff.
Yeah, I think my best friend Chris might go. I don't know if he'll go. I think he has a fear of clowns. No, he doesn't have a fear of clowns. That's someone else. That's someone else.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
I remember on Twitter. On Twitter, you said that you had a job before, like in a bookstore or something.
yeah, I did.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Did they sell mangas and stuff there or no?
Actually, they had a little manga section that we called the bookstore.
I hate the train.
It was only like a small section.
What you said?
It was only a small section of it. But I did sold one guy one manga, and I said like, "Hey, I read them. I read the. I didn't say I read it. I watched the series." And he says like, "Oh, interesting." And I'm like, "Yeah, it was a good season to watch." That's
Is there
actually
like a bar?
that's actually what I was talking about before you got on. Like, I was so disappointed with Psychono season 2 that season 1 just like
Wait, what's Saikano? What is that?
uh I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's Seikano. It's like this series where a bunch of one dude and a couple girls like make a visual
Dude,
novel.
oh man, I can't with those seasonal and maybe I'll watch one or two, but I can't be watching those animes. I
Yeah,
just don't like it. Because the thing is, it's like it's either like a harem anime, a slice of life, or a comedy, and I'm not trying to watch this. Well, not the same thing or romance, but like the same genres just keep repeating every season. They don't bring like maybe they bring one or two shonens or and seinens, forget about it. Like you lucky if you get one seinen anime, which I gets me mad because there's a lot of good seinen manga.
yeah,
But
true. Well, let's just say
yeah,
after that season, I'm going to lower all my expectations for a sequel manga or a sequel anime.
dude,
I
did you
thought
watch the Death?
the Death Note movie.
Yeah,
No, but I think my sister watched it, and I said no.
I watched.
I said no. I'm
I
not
watched
watching it.
it. It
I hate live
it was
action.
not bad. A lot of people are hated it. Well, I'm a big Death Note fan, and the thing is, people are hating it because it didn't follow like the the original source material completely. But it's not about following the original source material. It's a live action movie. We already seen an adaptation of Death Note source material wise in the anime. So why would I want to watch the same thing over again? Like, no, I want to see something different, a twist or something. So that's why a lot of people they had a problem with Death Note because of that and some other. And the actor for Light, he was not really a good actor. Tell you the truth, in that.
Yeah. Well, maybe I
I,
might
ne-
give it a
I
shot. Maybe one weekend when I'm not busy, since I'm using
yeah
my parents' Netflix account. But I don't know.
yeah. I never watched Dragon Ball Evolution ever in my life. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, me neither. I'm glad I have not seen it. I haven't even seen
And
Last Airbender, and I know that's
yeah,
terrible.
me neither. And I'm not planning on watching it either.
Me neither. So
Yeah.
for here on out, I'm gonna lower all my expectations for like season twos and season threes of anime because that kind of made me disappointed, and that made me put it in my honorable mentions whenever I put out the summer top five.
And then I was just like, yo, I gotta lower my expectations when it comes to anime and stuff, because sometimes I do expect like some great quality stuff, and then we get some mediocre stuff, and I get really mad. And then people complain, like for
I think you're kind of breaking up there. Like I think it's a connection problem, but I I think he'll be heading back in a couple minutes. I think it's a bad connection through the tunnel. He must have hit a tunnel or something. Uh, but actually, I can tell you one thing. Like I said, New Game season two was actually it's not better than season one, but it actually is still decent. That is still
example,
say what? Yeah, I lost you there, man. I think you hit a tunnel. Oh man, he logged out. He'll be logging back on soon. He's probably hit a bad connection. But maybe I might give Death Note movie a chance. Maybe I might watch it. I don't know. I can't watch it tomorrow because of the games, but maybe Monday I might watch it. Maybe I might watch it before Monday Night Raw or something. All I know is I think my sister watched it and she said it was terrible. So uh, Light said it was decent, so maybe I might give it a chance. I'll probably do that. Maybe one day when I have my school stuff done, maybe I'll watch it during that time. Man, I hope my cable box comes in. Uh, let's see. Let's see. What other series that I've been watching? Well, to move aside from anime, uh, from cartoon standpoint, I've actually been watching OKKO Let's Be Heroes. Had to go on a live stream to find that stuff while I was at my new apartment. And like I said, it could be the next big thing on Cartoon Network. And besides from OKKO Let's Be Heroes, I've been watching a lot of stuff on Hulu, which I found out today that since I'm a student, I can they lowered the price for like $4.99 for it's like some deal from Spotify. Like if you do the whole premium thing as a student, then you get Hulu for free. Well, not for free, but it comes with it. Unfortunately, with the limited commercial interruptions, but you still get like all the shows that you can get, like all the nostalgic shows on Hulu. Like I think I canceled my regular account from Hulu, and I got the newer one. Got the $4.99 one. Uh, on Hulu, you can see like shows like mostly all the nostalgic stuff would be on Nickelodeon because Disney Channel doesn't really have the. Actually, they don't even have any cartoons on there. They're a slice kind of modern, and like you can't even look it up. Like I was hoping until like we get to the podcast, I heard that Disney was starting their own streaming service. And I can tell you one thing: it's not going to be cheap. It's not going to be cheap. It's probably going to be the same price as like uh, paying. I paid $15 a month for Hulu without commercials, and I bet it's going to be like somewhere around there because Disney has a huge selection. Disney has, let's see, they have the Marvel movies we all love. They got all the Disney Channel stuff. They got all the Disney XD stuff. They got all the old Disney stuff that we grew up with. They got the '90s cartoons. They got the 2000 cartoons. What's a good name for that? For the 2000 cartoons. So let's just say 2000 cartoons. And then you got the new stuff, and then you got oh yeah, Lucasfilms, who they got bought out by Disney. You got them. Not to mention what am I to say? They're not going to put ESPN stuff on there, but you got all that stuff. You got Star Wars, which they'll put on their streaming service. You got like the Marvel films. You got all the '90s cartoons from Disney, and then you got the 2000 cartoons from Disney. Like for example, like Kim Possible, Brandy, Mr. Whiskers, Dave the Barbarian. You got new stuff like Gravity Falls and Star versus the Forces of Evil. And I bet they're going to take all the stuff off from Hulu and Netflix, and they're going to put it all on their streaming service. You know, you would think that Disney would buy out like Netflix or something like that, because I heard Netflix is having they're not going bankrupt, but I heard they're like in debt with like $100 million. Like how does Netflix? How are they in debt? Are they in debt because people like don't even start their own accounts because they're using their parents' like I am? I'm using my parents' Netflix account, and they're using their friends' accounts. Like I know I have like well, let's just say I'm not that type of person. Like yes, I use my account for my parents because that's a family plan. Like they have like. We all got like a separate account for all the stuff we can watch. Like, you know, I got my section, and my mom has her section, my dad has his section, and then my sisters got their sections to watch. And with I just don't I like with my friends and my bros, like I don't ask like, hey, can I use your account to watch this? Like I don't do that. Like my best friend's girlfriend has Sling TV, and I'm not gonna go ahead and say like, hey bro, can I use your girlfriend's Sling account so I can watch satellite TV? Like I'm not gonna do that kind of stuff because I'm not that type of person. So back to the thing, Disney starting their own streaming service. If they do start their own streaming service, I would definitely buy it if it's at a reasonable price. Like I would pay that a month. I'll probably have to cancel like Hulu, but it would have to be a reasonable price. I'm hoping that it's like $4 a month, but I don't think they're gonna do that because it's Disney. Disney is known for being expensive. Like going to Disney World, it's the happiest place on earth, but it's also the most expensive place on earth. Like I know how many times I've been to Disney World in Florida. Also, everyone in Florida, I hope from Hurricane Irma or whatever the hurricane's called. I hope y'all are safe out there. I know I've been to Disney World like at least 10 times in my life, and it's expensive. Like I spent like probably $100 like at all the four parks. Well, like one time when I was a kid, I remember I spent like $100. Like I bought like a Mickey Mouse hands, and then I bought my own food because I was kind of addicted to their burgers at all four of their parks. Actually, I think I only ate like the burgers from like three of the parks, like the Animal Kingdom. No, actually, I don't think I ate at the Animal Kingdom because I know there was a Chinese restaurant there that was reasonably cheap. But I did get a burger from like MGM. I know it's called Hollywood Studios, but it's called MGM to me because that was from my nostalgic as kid. Magic Kingdom and Epcot, I knew I always got a burger there. And then I got the Chinese restaurant the Chinese food from Animal Kingdom. So like all that stuff, like not to mention if you get a T-shirt there, which I advise You can get a t. I would advise. Yeah, you can get a T-shirt at the park. Like they have like the best shirts. But I got mine from off a amusement park store, which was cheaper. If you have the money, then you can get the T-shirts because I know the T-shirts there were like $20 to $30 to buy. Like when I was trying to get a Donald Duck T-shirt because Donald Duck's like my favorite character from the whole Mickey Mouse show. So like all that stuff, like I spent like it was like T-shirt, food because I knew my parents were not going to spend money for like hamburgers and stuff. Like they wanted to eat something separate, and I had my own money, so luckily I had it saved from my first job. Uh, Luckily, it was like an off season. It was my off season, and I had plenty of money to spend. So, and I didn't even have a car then, so I couldn't even buy anything. Like I couldn't even buy any video games at the time. I had to ask my parents to drive me to a store to buy the game and stuff. So let's see, I bought like the like I said, the gloves and the T-shirts and like some memorable stuff. So the moral of the story there is be right with your money. Be right with your money and try to save as much as you can. Like next time I go to Disney World, I'm probably not even going to spend a T-shirt. I'm probably just going to do is like spend. Which the next time I go to Disney World, it'll probably be on my own terms. Like I'll have to save a lot of money because it costs like $100 a day to go to a park, and that, and especially around for my age, yes, it's going to be a lot. And also, one of the things you have to do in Disney World is you got to go to all four parks. You got to go to all four. Like you can't just go to one park that day and go back home. Like that's stupid. Just go to all four parks because they are both memorable. So I know that like to go into Disney World, like you gotta like have the right money. Like you gotta have the gas money and you gotta have the living space, like your hotel or motel, wherever you all stay at. But I'm pretty sure hotel because not motel because motels be nasty. Yeah, spend money on that. Not to mention you gotta spend money on gas, or if you're I wouldn't recommend renting a car. Like for my situation, we always drove to Disney World because we can't go on a plane because my brother is autistic and we don't know how bad he would do on a plane. Plus planes are expensive, and plus we need a transportation to get to the park. And using the bus system to get there, I'm pretty sure it's even more expensive than just like using your car. Like I bet you have to like pay like an amount of money, but you got to do all you have to do because that's all for a vacation. You know, Disney World, they get people from around the country to go there. Oh, so man, I got off topic there talking about Disney World. Now I want to go back. Yeah, talking about the streaming service, I would definitely subscribe to it if I get all my nostalgic stuff from Disney. You know, like from all the stuff I watched, like Not That So Raven, Kim Possible, Dave the Barbarian, and all that other stuff. You know, I would totally pay money for the streaming service, and I'm pretty sure my parents would probably get that streaming service for my sister, and hopefully it has a separate account for you can like watch certain shows, and then I can watch that, so I can get all my nostalgia and without paying for it. Oh man, okay. It was actually I've been thinking about this for a couple days. Like I saw the whole the success I'd done with Danny Phantom full review on the channel, and that was like last year it was either before or after Christmas, and I saw how much positive feedback I got from that, I've been thinking about doing another full-on series review. Um, I'm gonna have to stay away from Nickelodeon because I want to try to do stuff like with a variety. Like I'm trying to like do one video for Cartoon Network and one for Disney cartoons and then one for Nickelodeon. Like if I do pile on top of it, then it's gonna be like favor all the try not to favor one channel after another, but just try to like because I love all three of the channels because they were with me ever since I grew up. That's why I said in the beginning, like, I didn't really have an intentional favorite channel. I just watched whatever cartoon was on television and watched that. Um, so for the next full review, since I'm staying away from Nickelodeon until after I finish the Disney and the Cartoon Network one, I'm trying to pick between like I know one I'm well first I'm gonna put this in on the poll on my Twitter. And I know one I want to do is Kids Next Door. Like I was actually watching it a couple minutes ago on YouTube. Kids Next Door was the shit for me when I was in second grade. Like I made fan art of Kids Next Door when I was a kid. I just love watching the series and like kids against adults and teenagers. Uh, what kind of kid would not like that? That's actually a fun series to watch growing up. So that's one confirmed. The other three, I'm trying to pick between like Dexter's. I'm trying to pick between either Dexter's Lab and what's on the Disney side, Kim Possible, Gravity Falls, which I actually got into this past summer. Uh, well, I kind of already talked about Star Wars: The Force of Evil, but it wasn't a full-on review. It was just more of a after watching. Um, I would like to talk about Dave the Barbarian on Cartoon Network. I know not many people would know about that, but it's actually a great series. Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. I've been watching that when I was a kid, and I would like to talk about that, even though some people might not have known. I might give you that whole nostalgic bomb. Like they'll be like, "Hey, I remember that show." Let's see. So I think I have two confirmed right now. I could do a series review on Kim Possible or Kids Next Door or Gravity Falls. And lastly would have to be Foster Some for Imaginary Friends. That's what I'm gonna do right now. I'll put it on my Twitter. Um, I'll give it I'll give it a week. So dang it. I'm about to post it right now. Okay, so I'm gonna give. Let's see. I'm gonna give it a week, and after after I do all this, you guys get to pick between either Codename Kids Next Door, Kim Possible, Gravity Falls, or Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, and hopefully I'll get a lot of votes for that. For which one I'm gonna do. Uh, Oh man, Tsunami's about to start. I guess I'll get that live stream going. Well, not this. Well, this live stream is already going through. I'm talking about another live stream, which is the Tsunami live stream to watch the thing.
Thanks for calling, Lila. Thanks for calling.
Nope, that's not it. Here we go. Let's see. I think Light might be coming back in a few minutes. I guess he had to wait until he gets home so he can watch this, so he can get on. Oh yeah, there's one more thing I wanted to talk about. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, there I am. Okay, so another thing I want to get out there, hopefully next week, is the review on the Nintendo Switch. And I want to say I really love this system, and hopefully I can get the review on that probably mid next week. Just talk about the greatness of this thing, and as you see, I got the whole skin thing because yeah, this thing is great, and actually, it's actually a funny story how I got this, and that's a cool strategy of how to get the Nintendo Switch. So actually, I don't think it applies to right now because Nintendo Switches are pretty much spawning everywhere in the States right now. Like I heard, like production increased a lot. Like I know this one good website where you can watch this. I mean, why did I say that? Trying to watch Toonami and this at the same time. Trying to here we go. The good website to find and see if a Nintendo Switch is in your area is this istocknow.com, and let me see if I can screen share this. Okay, so if I can get it. Okay, so right here, you just use a screen share, and you pretty much can locate it almost anywhere in the world. And let's see, like over here, they're pretty much everywhere in the Atlanta area. Like, let's try like over here in South Carolina. Like, see, they pretty much just popped up like pretty much everywhere in the world. Like, I know like during the summer, like there were like pretty much no stocks anywhere, but now you can pretty much find them anywhere. Like in your possibly in your town. So you can, well, actually, the stock in my area is pretty much low, but they get pretty much good restocks within the week. But mostly what you will get is probably the grays. But if you're lucky, there could be a town that might have the red and blue ones. I'm actually hoping I can find the red and blue Joy-Cons. Probably might ask for it for Christmas, but I don't know. I have to figure out what I'm gonna do. Like with video games, now I keep like a not say a piggy bank, but a like plastic container you get from like Dollar Tree, if Dollar Tree even exists outside of my state. There's a plastic container, and just keep my tips in there. Like just keep all my tips from my job there, and pretty much just save up, because that's how I got my Nintendo Switch and Skyrim Game of the Year edition, and my TV, and pretty much all my Pizza Hut deliveries, and my beer, and my what else? And my Camicon money. So so I just put that in a container and pretty much just go spend it when I get the money. Unfortunately, I had to cancel my pre-order for Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition because I pretty much came to a conclusion. Fallout 4 is great, but all the Game of the Year editions, the only thing you get from that is just the downloadable content, which is great. Like if you never played the game, but Fallout 4 shouldn't be on my top priority to get. My top priority game to get is actually not until next month, which is Super Mario Odyssey and 2K17. 2K. Why did I say 2K? 2K18 of WWE. Like that's my priority for next month. And I know there's one day where I have to work and I gotta go to the game. And it looks like Light1Films came back.
Yo, what's up, man? I'm finally home.
Oh yeah, understandable, man. I know how bad connection is on outside. Like,
yeah,
when I'm driving, sometimes I get bad connection somewhere. But I was just talking about like I canceled my Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition pre-order because I kind of want to keep I wanted to save some money because I gotta go back home and I can't work, so I gotta save. I gotta really save up for Super Mario Odyssey and 2K18.
Wait, why can't you work? What happened?
I gotta go back home and watch my siblings.
Oh, so what's gonna happen to college?
Oh, college? I'm still going to college. Yeah, I'm just leaving. I just leave the city for a weekend and I just come back come back on Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How's college?
Hopefully my parents will pay me.
How's college going? Is it difficult?
Besides taking a Spanish course, everything else is fine.
Dude, last semester I had the worst professor in the world.
How bad was he or she?
This man did not teach anything.
Oh man, that's
somebody will ask him a question, right?
Yeah.
He would say, "Oh, you should know the answer to that already."
Dude, that's bad, man. Like my Spanish professor, like usually, when you're learning a different language, you have to explain it in English first before you go to Spanish. He just went to full on Spanish. Like I haven't taken Spanish since high school, and you're going on full Spanish on me, and I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what my Spanish professor did, and a lot of people are like, "This is like the introductory Spanish course, the first one."
Yeah, I mean, we can't all retain stuff from high school from a different language unless we're really fully dedicated. Like you gotta start out with freaking English first before you get to all that intense stuff. Like damn,
The thing is that not everybody has the same learning pace either, so you can't just expect people to know everything right away like that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a problem with the education system, to tell you the truth.
Oh man, yeah, that's true. Well, hopefully things will turn out well. I mean, I'm not in a bad situation. I mean, I'm pretty much I'm glad I'm not an engineering student because I know how bad they have it at my school.
Dude, I'm taking a law class in school, right?
Yeah.
Because I have to for my major.
I got you.
And I had to read some a case or whatever for homework. That was the most boring thing I ever read about. No, it was not that boring, but
they just kept repeating the same thing over and over again in different ways, and I was getting mad. And I was just thinking in the back of my mind, thank God I did not try to become a law student, because seeing TV shows like Better Call Saul and stuff, I'm like, that looks pretty cool. But when you get to class, no, I'm good. I don't want to be a lawyer. Too much work.
Yeah, too much work, and usually lawyers don't usually give a shit about people.
My professor is actually a lawyer and a professor. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. How does he get all that? How does he maintain that, being a professor and a lawyer?
Because he's not a full-time lawyer. You got like.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Specific clients and stuff once in a while.
I gotcha. Like, being a lawyer, that's like full time. You gotta figure out all this stuff,
He said a lawyer gets paid $500 an hour.
$500 an hour? Dang.
Yeah, because the thing is, for them to all right, if they're defending you, my professor was saying, he got to do research and stuff, and the research, they charge the lawyers to look up the research anyway. So they charge he said they charge the client $500, just to do let's say a day worth of research or whatever. That's good though, but being a lawyer is stressful from just reading one case. Yeah, imagine reading hundreds of cases.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it is, because you're either defending a person, or you're defending the person that's committed a huge murder, and that's bad on your case.
When that happens, the lawyer, they don't really try to win. They just try to, reduce the sentence or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. I knew that from binge watching Law and Order Special Victims Unit a lot.
Dude, have you ever watched Breaking Bad?
Dude, I'm trying to watch that, man. I'm trying to watch that on Netflix. But
dude, one of the best TV shows I ever watched in my life, I'm telling you.
Oh, I know it is. It's got a lot of praise, and I really want to get into it. I've been trying to watch a couple episodes. I'm thinking about watching the prequel, Better Call Saul, because my best friend Tyler said it's so good. And I'm like,
no. Watch Breaking Bad first, then go to Better Call Saul.
oh,
I love Better Call Saul, but I think because the thing is, it's you're more appreciative to Better Call Saul after you watch Breaking Bad, because you're seeing how it began for this person, one of the characters and stuff.
I got you.
Yeah. Oh man, you watch Game of Thrones or no?
Oh man, dude, I've been trying to watch it, but I've been preoccupied with school. I'm gonna try to get into that. I know my dad has an HBO account with DirecTV, so I can definitely watch the episodes. My dad has actually been obsessed with it.
Dude, this week I almost had a mental breakdown because
Dude, don't spoil anything, because I'm trying to watch it.
No, not about that. Because of school,
school
and work.
Dude, yeah, that's everybody, man. That's everybody.
No, especially school. This professor gave 15 assignments.
Dang.
One professor with 15 quizzes after you read each article. And after that, then we had to do a 2-paragraph thing about a company. And because I'm taking finance right now.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, we got to do a homework on the chapter. And now this dude today in class was like, oh, you guys should purchase this newsless business magazine online for $16, and then I'm gonna give you more. Then he was like, I'm gonna give you more assignments from those articles. I'm like, what the? This guy must have lost his mind. He literally said, it's okay to get an F in all your other classes as long as you get a B or A in my class.
He's just saying that because he really wants y'all to make success in that class. But saying you should fail your other class, that's kind of negative.
No, then after that, he was just playing. But
I got you.
That's a lot. I don't know, man. I'm not a. There gotta be a set rules or something, because you're an undergrad student. Me, I'm an undergrad. You're an undergrad. Professors shouldn't give that much work to undergrads. Like, that's BS.
Well, if I were the dean, I would say that. But unfortunately, we don't live in that universe. So,
And another thing, classes that are over 2 hours, I will take that off. Unless, like, if it's a like an engineering course or engineering or like a science course, there's no reason why I should have a business course like more than 2 hours. This is just ridiculous.
I have a 2-hour course.
No, not 2 hours. It's like my thing is like almost. Let me see something. Let's see. 9, 10, 11.
Actually, back in junior college, I had a 5-hour course. Well, not 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4-hour course during the summer, and it was like an art class.
Dude, wait, you had a 4-hour.
Sometimes you could leave early because if you finish early. So
you had a 4-hour art class?
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It actually went by fast, and I got my art stuff done pretty quick. So I actually needed that time.
The professor was trying to train you to be Da Vinci and shit.
He was a great art teacher, way better than my one-on-one art teacher in junior college. He actually gave me inspiration to go to a state school instead of going to art college and waste all that money. For nothing for what I could do at a state school. Because I know I saved my parents a lot of money not going to art school. I bet they were praying to say, don't go to art school, Ryan.
Yeah. I see your YouTube avatar. Are you a fan of Tokyo Ghoul and stuff?
Yeah, you know I've been a fan of Tokyo Ghoul.
Dude, it's been a while since I talked to you, so I forgot, man.
If you saw my past reviews, I've been reviewing Tokyo Ghoul Read. Like, that was back during like 180, chapter 80 or something.
Yeah, it's been a while, so I forgot about. Yeah, I love Tokyo Ghoul. It's amazing. I like your art style, man.
Thanks, man.
You know,
I've been trying to make up like new art styles while I'm in college because I'm trying to like internships with whoever and try to build my resume and know people, you know.
No, I like it because it's not like just a copy of other people's art style. Because sometimes,
I'm trying not to copy people.
Like it's cool to reference and try to blend it in your own way, but some people like you see their art is just like, oh wait, this reminds me of this other artist. Like in manga, sometimes it does happen where in mangaka you're like, wait, didn't I see this character drawn in another manga? And then you'd be like, oh man, they almost look the same because, you know.
I actually never saw art in manga that had the same art style as someone else. Actually, I just
not completely the same, but you could see a little bit of reference, like inspiration.
I see the reference of like Yu Yu Hakusho, the guy Tagashi with like Dragon Ball with Toriyama a little bit, but not too much, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But not like completely copying. I know Oda, he has a huge different art style than like
Oda's really unique.
Than Kishimoto and who's the author's name of My Hero Academia?
Horikoshi.
Okay, Horikoshi. That's another. I need to catch up to. I need to catch up, not Tokyo. Well, Tokyo Ghoul a little bit because I know some parts of it. But I really need to catch up to My Hero Academia. Like I stopped like after Deku and Bakugo fought, and then after that, I just like I need to get back on.
Dude, Horikoshi is like a genius, manga genius.
Like everyone's been talking about this character that looks like the Fallout Pit Boy guy, but
oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Like I need to catch up to that. Like I'm either gonna wait until it gets animated, adapted, which will probably be soon because I know how popular it is, and it's definitely gonna get a season 3. Because
season 3 will probably come out late 2018.
Yeah, probably next year because My Hero Academia like hit.
It's mainstream already.
Yeah, I know. I actually went on my Facebook and I said like I got into My Hero Academia before it was mainstream, and I said this was when it had 7 chapters.
Dude, I got into My Hero Academia when it was just a manga.
Yeah, exactly. I got into it when it started out, when Chibi told me about it.
When I started reading it, it had 43 chapters. I bench read all of them. I loved it so much. I started reviewing it. And on my channel, like literally, I reviewed over 100 chapters of My Hero Academia already.
Exactly.
Like, I love My Hero Academia. It's such a great series.
Yeah, and it can be like the next big thing. Well, actually, it could be the next big thing.
I think it's already. I think it's already the next big thing.
Well, let's see. I mean, I need to see what the manga sales are because I don't think it'll beat One Piece, but it'll probably.
Oh no! Don't even say One Piece.
They're not gonna beat One Piece. One Piece is king, man.
Dude, it has a potential too because there's a lot of content that hasn't been animated, but we gotta wait a long time before that happens.
Yeah, like let's see, how many arcs are they? Like, well, I know they're like what two arcs away from. I don't know. I really need to do a refresh. I need to do a refresh on this.
Yeah.
I'm But back to the popularity, like my whole art class like adores My Hero Academia, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe how many people really like it in the West.
You know what I really like that when I was young and I started watching anime when I was I started watching anime when I was actually since I was a little kid. If I didn't know what was anime, so I don't really count that.
Yeah,
but like middle school years and stuff, late middle school years, and nobody really messed with anime. They were just like, what is that? What anime was. Only a few of my friends knew, and then everybody else is like, I don't watch that.
Yeah.
And now it's like which I like. It's like becoming mainstream, not completely mainstream because not everybody in the U.S. watches anime.
Yeah.
But it's like becoming a little bit more popular over time. And if you ask, like, let's say 10 people on the street, you know what anime is? Maybe majority is gonna say, yeah, I heard of that, which is cool because when I was younger, if you ask people, you know what anime is, they couldn't be like, what is that? So I'm happy that anime in general is becoming more popular, in a more accepted medium because there was a lot of negativity surrounding anime and stuff because people didn't really know what it was. So yeah, I'm really happy about that, and I'm actually planning on buying some manga volumes of some manga that I read one chapter online, and I was like, I'm not gonna read it online because it was so good. I'm like, I gotta buy the official volumes and just do an unboxing, then read them and review it.
Yeah,
it's really good.
I got you.
Yeah, like some stuff I gotta buy it because it's just too good.
Yeah, I got you. Like, what's it? Oh yeah, next month. I can't wait for Black Clover, man.
Oh my god,
that's another thing I need to catch up.
I'm so hyped for that.
That's another thing I need to catch up to. Like, I stopped like after some arc. I forgot what arc it was, but it was like after. This is why I need a refresher.
I stopped at chapter 100. I'm like 20 something chapters behind, but I'm just gonna watch the anime right now and then catch up eventually.
Yeah, if I can get like enough money from my job, like,
yeah,
I need to get like a new iPad and.
What happened to your other iPad? It broke.
No, it's
Do you have an iPad?
No, it's a long story. I mean, I had like 2 iPads. Like one's like slightly broken because it's like glitchy, and then the other was perfectly fine. And that's a long story. What happened there? And,
it got stolen.
So I'm trying to get another iPad maybe, but I might actually I can just use my phone in the meantime. But
I like using a laptop to tell you the truth. Like, I don't know. For me, it's more like convenient.
Okay, so with like I will use a laptop to watch animes that aren't licensed with Crunchyroll and Funimation. but I will. Majority of the time, I will watch anime like on my smart TV because that's Crunchyroll and Funimation, or use my phone.
You know what was interesting? Like I know about smart TVs and stuff. Like my friend has one. Dude, I haven't visited my friend like in a month now because I've been so busy with school and work. But and I don't know. I don't. Maybe because I'm not even that. Because you're actually older than me. I was about to say because I'm older, but I don't know. Like watching stuff on my TV now, I don't even really barely do that. I don't know why.
Well, actually, it's quite convenient, with a smart TV because they have apps where you can like live stream and like right now I'm watching a sports game on a Watch ESPN app, and it seems like apps like right nowadays are like the new thing. Like I know Cartoon Network like is really high on their mobile devices, and they really want you to watch their stuff on mobile instead of on television. Because on television they watch like constant Teen Titans Go and Gumball episodes. But that is a business, but
Dude, my boy, Rick and Morty greatness.
Dude, oh man, Rick and Morty. Dude, season three, I gotta say, season 3 is a lot better than season 2. Season 2 had much of a decline, but I really like season 3 a lot better. It was worth the 2-year wait?
Yeah, I don't know. Regular show. That cartoon always gave me like vibes that should have been made in the 90s or something. And when I watched it when I was younger, I'm like, this feels like such a 90s cartoon, which is a good thing. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, and also they gave you all that like 70s and 80s music, which I believe the creator grew up during that time, which kind of gave people who grew up that time kind of a nostalgia.
Yeah, Johnny Test, I don't care what people said about it. I like that show.
Okay, here's my take on Johnny Test. Okay, so the season 1 through season 3 or 4, whenever the time they had 2D animation, hand-drawn animation, that's when it was good. But when it had flash animation, that's when the decline happened.
Dude, one of my favorite cartoons.
I was not a fan of their transition to flash animation. I really like their 2D. I'd rather have it drawn out. Like flash animation is great if it's done right. Like drawn out animation is usually where it's at.
No, one of my favorite cartoons literally was Very Odd Parents because it's like every episode's like a new adventure, and then it was like, you could grant any wish. That was so cool for me.
Yeah, dude, I loved Very Odd Parents. Okay, so when I was growing up, Nickelodeon. Man, I should really make that a video. Mostly on Nickelodeon. I loved. Okay, so there was like a couple of shows that I watched, like Rocket Power and Rocko's Modern Life and Fairly Odd Parents. But the one show that I really liked on the network, and also Jimmy Neutron, and also there was one show I really liked, and my mom hated it because I watched it so much of it as a kid. Can you guess what?
Yeah. What show was that?
It's currently going on right now.
Oh. What's it called?
It's on Nickelodeon. You should know it's on Nickelodeon right now, and it's still on. It's still going to this day. It came out in the 90s and it's still going on like The Simpsons.
SpongeBob?
Yes. My mom hated the show. Like I was obsessed with SpongeBob as a kid. Like
I liked SpongeBob too when I was younger too.
Yeah, but SpongeBob was like my number one show growing up. Like I wanted everything: the T-shirts, the shoes, the DVDs.
Oh no, I wasn't that.
Or VHS when they came out, and then DVDs.
Me was
even begging my parents to take me to go see the movie that came out in 2014. Luckily, my dad took me because my mom said, "There's no way I'm going to take Ryan to go see SpongeBob the movie for an hour and 30 minutes because you know how she hated it so much."
My thing was I was a big Pokemon fanboy when I was like even when I was like 6 years old, 5 around there to 8, 10. Oh man, I was anything
Yes.
Pokemon. I was a fanboy.
Dude,
Anything.
Pokemon's shit, man. I can't wait for the event when Rock and Misty come back. I can't wait to watch that.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up watching that series when I was like I watched it when I was in kindergarten, but then my parents turned it off because they thought it represented
Promoted violence and stuff.
No, they thought it represented the devil or something like that. And then,
Oh man.
yeah, they thought it was that kind of show. But then when it came around to 3rd grade, I got back into it because my grandmother bought me my first ever Pokemon game, Pokemon Sapphire. One regions always will be my home region, and ever since then I've been loving Pokemon. Like, I'm thinking about getting Ultra Moon, possibly for Christmas, or possibly go buy the game when it comes out. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Can you tell me like the difference I know the difference between 2D animation, which is hand drawn, versus 3D, but why is 3D cheaper to be done? Like, does the computer do it, or like, I don't
honestly,
understand.
I think it's because okay, this is just a prediction. Okay, so at school we have 3D animation. Like, my professor told me we did 2D at the time before you came here, and people didn't like it for some reason. I don't know why.
What?
I don't know.
That's a lot of work.
That's what
It is a lot of work.
That's what I said. I think it's because they like people usually do 3D because it's usually on a computer, and all you have to do is like put in some actor effects, and it doesn't usually take that long. Like, it's all time consuming. 2D animation is time consuming. The original, I talked to well, actually it's pretty much common visualization. I talked to the voice actress to Pearl on Steven Universe at CamiCon, and she said it takes 9 months to complete one episode of Steven Universe. That's actually any cartoon altogether.
9 months?
Yes, it takes 9 months to do an episode of
No. Wait.
It takes 9 months. It takes.
I gotta interview like an anime person, ask them how long it takes to do one episode.
Dude, it's got to be the same, man. It's got to be the same.
It can't be
because you got to do the whole voice acting. You got to do voice acting. You got to do thumbnails and storyboarding, which that's what my career path is trying to do. You have to do storyboarding, which that takes about I actually talked to one of the storyboard artists on OKKO, Let's Be Heroes, and they say that takes about 5 weeks to do storyboarding. So you take 5 weeks with that, and then you have to take it to the animators. And then there's actually before that, you have to do revisions. And then after revisions, you go to the animation. And usually the animation takes a while because you got to do the drawn animation on Toon Boom, if you've heard of it. And then you have to I heard that you have to do After Effects, like Adobe After Effects or something like that, to get that nice color going through and stuff, and then it's done. So that's actually my prediction there with Attack on Titan. The reason why it took so long to get season 2, I bet it was because they were working on season 2, then they started on season 3, which we already got confirmation of that a couple of months ago. They're saying, okay, we can ready and say season 3.
Me personally, I think they were milking the crap. They were milking season 1 merchandise, spin-off mangas, and then because if they were working so hard, we would have a CGI thing in season 2. There was some CGI moments, so it will be too. Yeah. You watched season 2?
Yeah, I watched season 2. I completed it.
Remember when Reiner transformed? That there was when he was a Titan. That was a CGI moment.
Oh, okay. I got you. So, like I said, I bet they were using all that time to work on season 2, And then they said, okay, then we'll bring season 3 after we finish it. My prediction there is I'm hoping season 3 would have at least 24 episodes, because from all that time you took from when did Attack on Titan come out? The first season, 2013,
2012.
2012. Okay, so after you finished all that, they needed all that time, which was, if I had to guess, 3 years until 2016. We got the confirmation saying that it'll come out in 2017. They needed those 3 years so they can get to season 2 and work on it, and then get to season 3 so they can say that we're going to have it. So animation takes a lot.
You know what doesn't make sense? Because a lot of animators, like, okay, you're a mangaka, and I don't understand, because it's like your manga gets an anime adaptation, and then they inform the mangaka, but I wonder they start working on the episode before they inform the mangaka, or they just inform them and then they.
No. I think the mangaka already knows. I think they just like that he's actually in the production.
Yeah, they probably have to stay quiet until it's officially announced or something.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure they have to. Like, like Bakuman, like, from that manga, they were trying to get anime for that, and usually. It's all about patience, If it gets popular enough in the sales, then they want an anime from it, from whatever.
Dude, I read the manga completely of Bakuman. Amazing. I loved it.
Dang, man, Bakuman is like my favorite manga series of all time.
Dude, it made me appreciate mangakas a lot more after reading that. I'm like, oh, damn.
Dude, I've been saying that for years. Yeah, it gives you a visualization, like from all. From all the breaks that Oda takes, like that made me appreciate it more, because it's hard on them, because you have to you spend all these hours making manga chapters, and then you spend no sleep on it, and also they release a schedule, like his actual schedule of what Oda does when he works. Like he only gets 2 hours or 3 hours of sleep, and Shonen Jump said they're going to give 15 more years of One Piece. I'm like, oh man.
The thing is, that's why I respect these mangas. No matter how much controversy they have in the manga, because it's you're literally giving up your health to entertain the fans, and that means a lot. That's great. You care about the fan base so much. A lot of mangakas have to be rushed to the hospital and stuff a lot of the time, because they're sleep deprived and stuff, low on nutrients and things like that. Which just shows their dedication and hard work. And that's even with Hiro Mashima, when people started bashing Fairy Tail for good reason. But I was making little rants here and there, because of some chapters, not every chapter. But I made a video called "Thank You, Hiro Mashima," because it was announced that Fairy Tail was gonna end, and because he's a great mangaka. He's making another work. I don't know, maybe comes out 2018, 2019. I'll probably check it out. We'll see how it is.
Oh, I can't wait for that. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, you could criticize a series, but you don't hate on. Me personally, I can't hate on a manga. If mangakas work hard, come on now.
Yeah, I don't hate on any mangaka. They have a successful business. They get all this money from sales from their mangas, and from all that, I'm pretty sure it's paid off from what they do.
Well, not all mangakas are successful, but
okay. I agree with that, because you gotta go through one shots, and I know they canceled a couple of series that I liked, and they canceled it, and then they I know there was one Shonen Jump manga it was something about this robot girl, this guy that had to connect with her or something like that, and they canceled it, and there was another thing, but I forgot, but.
I don't like when that happens. Sometimes they do go beyond the one shot. They give it a test run, and then after a few weeks, if it doesn't perform, they
cancel it. Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened in Bakuman.
Yeah, in the manga. Well, I don't know what happened in the anime, but in the manga, what was the ending of the anime? What happened? Do you remember?
Bakuman.
Yeah.
Yeah, the main character ended up marrying his dream girl, and they got an anime of their series that's kind of like a group of Death Note, which is actually from the creator of from the guys from Death Note.
Yeah, that did happening in the manga too. He married the girl and stuff too.
Yeah, there was a lot of Death Note references in that.
Dude, I gotta tell you a manga to watch. I mean anime. It was so good. I watched it I think last summer. Let me see. It's called Welcome to the NHK. I don't know. Let me see if it's on Crunchyroll.
Welcome to the NH. I think I heard of it.
It's like teaches you like a life lesson. Well, not really. Yeah, I don't know. It's just really deep. It's really good. Welcome.
Oh,
Okay.
I
It's basically
recognize some of the art style, but I think I never saw it yet.
it's basically about
What's the genre like? What's the genre like? Some type of
let me see. I'm gonna check.
psychological
No, it's not.
life.
It's not really psychological.
It kind of looks like a psychological, but I'm just looking at it from Google Images. But
It's basically
I'll give it a shot.
it's basically about this guy that he's a college student, right? And basically he developed this social phobia, this social anxiety, so he couldn't really go outside and stuff. Like he
Man, that's
in
bad.
yeah, and then he basically made up this whole thing in his mind saying, "Oh, the government is trying to set him up. It's a conspiracy and crap." When in reality, it's nothing. So he's like,
So
he think
was he kind of saying stuff like 9/11 was planned or that
no,
kind
no. He's like every time he goes outside and people look at him, he's like, they're watching me. The government is watching me. Like anybody, it could be a little kid, and he just gets freaked out and runs away and stuff.
like he thinks the kid is like some kind of agent.
Yeah. He because his social phobias that got that big.
Wow, is it in the anime's already out?
Yeah. It basically he dropped out of college and stuff.
Dang.
And basically, he barely leaves his room and stuff. That's
Oh, it's on Funimation. Maybe I might check it out since I have a Funimation account.
yeah, you should. It's really good. It finished airing. It came out in 2006. It says here I'm watching,
Wow.
and it's the genres are comedy, psychological, like you said. That's interesting. Drama and romance.
Okay, I'm putting it in my list right now, or the queue. Yeah, Yep, it's in my queue right now. I also the anime I've been enjoying mostly, besides from the seasonal animes, I've been enjoying Lupin the Third on Toonami.
Dude, I gotta catch up on a bunch of new animes and stuff.
Have you watched Lupin the Third?
No, I never watched.
Dude,
that.
it's great.
The animation looks weird. To tell you the truth, from what I've seen.
Wait, are you talking about the old versions? Because that's not what Toonami's showing. They're showing the 2015 version, part 4.
It's part what? I can't start from part 4, can I?
You can start from part 4. It doesn't mind. I mean, I don't think I missed anything from part 1, 2, and 3. But I'm watching part 4 right now, and I'm watching the spinoff with Fujiko.
Okay. Dude, I watched like half of Keijo and then stopped watching. I gotta finish it.
Keijo. Oh, the sports Keijo. Yeah. That's a great series to watch, man. If you saw our top 5, not top 5, top 10, that was number 2 of 2016.
Dude, I literally worked today from 5 to 10 something. And then I gotta wake up tomorrow in the morning to go to work again. Oh my gosh. I gotta get that money, man.
I understand, man. I'm the same way, trying to save money for video games.
Dude, my love for gaming, like I don't know, I have a PS4. I barely turn it on now. I gotta get in a game. I gotta do something, man. I need to get my love for gaming back because I'm just bored. I play Maybe it's because I keep playing the same thing over.
Yeah, that's probably is. You gotta get like new games to do.
Yeah, I gotta do that because I'm tired of playing Call of Duty. I played that game for like, well, not the same game, but this franchise for like 8 years of my life almost, and it's just like
You can always move. You can always move on. That's what I did in high school. Like I got tired of Modern Warfare 3, and I moved on to more stuff like Fallout and Assassin's Creed, and
yeah, that's why.
I need to start playing Persona 5 again, which I'll probably do tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want to get Days Gone is a zombies game.
Oh, man, dude, I can't wait for that game. I thought it was going to be released this year, but I think it's going to be released next year.
Nah, I think next year. I want to get Spider-Man, that game. The new
Yeah, that's going to be great too. I mean, E3 was great this year.
Yeah, it's a lot of good
I can't wait for Pokemon on Nintendo Switch. It probably won't be until like 2019 or late 2018. I don't know. It depends.
Dude, I might get a Nintendo system just to play Pokemon. I haven't played Pokemon since the Sinnoh region.
Dude, that's not a bad idea, man. You know, the majority of Nintendo fans, they buy the system because of Pokemon. Like I bought my Nintendo 3DS back in high school, which was probably one of the most expensive things I buy as a high schooler. I bought that system because I knew sooner or later they would make Pokemon on the system. And guess what happened 2 years later? They made Pokemon Y and X and Y.
Yeah. Dude.
So it's not a bad idea to buy Nintendo Switch just because of Pokemon that's going to come out sooner or later.
Dude, the thing is, if I do get a 3DS or something or whatever, I want to get all the Pokemon games I never played. So that's like Pokemon Black and Black 2.
Oh man, dude, Generation 5 is okay. It's not the best, but it's okay.
Because I stopped at Generation 4 because that was the last I played Pokemon Platinum and Diamond.
Oh, Generation 4 is a lot better than Generation 5. Generation 5 was
Do a lot of people in your school have Switches or no?
Dude, that's a good question. Like I only know like 2 people that has a Nintendo Switch like me, but I only know 2 people. I don't know anyone else that has it.
From videos I saw, it's like small, like it's like a handheld type thing.
Oh yeah, it is. It's like the same size. Let me see if I can get mine. It's like it's a lot bigger than a PS Vita, but it's not. Let's just say it's not small enough to put in your pocket.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta get like a game case for that. So it's not. So it's a pretty good system. Let's just say the battery life is kind of draining. Like after 3 hours of Breath of the Wild, it like goes down.
Dude, I hate when I use my laptop for a while, and then the battery's dying. I'm like, come on, man. They gotta make a new battery last longer. Something new technology or something.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? It's they can do all the limited stuff, dude.
Yeah, I wish I was in the future, man. I wish I was in 2050. I wouldn't probably even be complaining about these stuff.
Exactly.
Dude, in 2050, I'm gonna be an old man. Oh my gosh.
It says nothing is perfect.
Dude, Ryan, in 2050, I'm gonna be an old man.
We'll all be, dude.
Yeah. Dude, I gotta find that forever youth pill or some shit, fountain of youth. Oh man. Well, imagine this. Imagine like 50 years from now, you meet me and I still look the same. What would you say?
That'd be a great thing because I don't want to be old and wrinkly.
No, I mean you meet me in real life, and you're old, and you're old, and I look the same as I always have on YouTube.
Oh, I'll be jealous, man.
Wouldn't you be like, what the hell? What the heck are you?
I'll be jealous.
Dude, if I ever saw someone, I'd be like, yo, share that secret, man.
But going to your video game discussion, I would play Persona 5 if you haven't played it. It's great. And play Fallout 4 since you like shooters.
I might get Call of Duty World War II. I don't know. Yeah, I pre-ordered it, but I could always cancel it. And I used to say you cancel your Fallout pre-order, because of stuff.
Yeah, you can cancel it. I got my money back.
Yeah, the thing is,
I did that because there was no use of buying a game. And if I'm just gonna play just the whole thing all together, I can just get the pre-owned version for $24.
Yeah, me personally, I wouldn't pay $100 for a game unless I don't think I ever paid I never paid $100 for one game ever.
Plus the Pit Boy is a scam, man. Like you have to put your phone. You have to put your phone in the thing, and plus, when I can just play the app on my phone, or make my own Pit Boy.
Yeah, sometimes these collector's edition be like a little metal case, because I saw my friend had a collector's edition of a game and a little figure and something else, and it's not worth $100. Me personally, no. Nah. Unless it's like, okay, if it's like a Pokemon game and I'm getting like a Mewtwo statue or like really detailed thing, then yeah, I probably want something like that. But
or figure,
yeah, like a really good detailed figure for Pokemon. Because, dude, oh man, I'm thinking this is the future though. When I have an apartment or whatever it is, dude, I'm gonna buy a Pokemon 2000 poster. From the movie Pokemon 2000. I'm gonna get the first Pokemon movie poster. That was the first ever Pokemon movie I watched ever as a kid. I loved it.
Yeah, but actually that was another thing. I love Pokemon 2000. It's actually my all-time favorite Pokemon movie.
I like the first one. The first one is my favorite Pokemon movie.
I like the first one too, but the whole death of Ash is kind of a little bit dark tone for a kids movie.
Dude, I was crying when Ash died. I'm like, what the?
That's why it kind of ruined. It's supposed to be it's supposed to be a G movie. It's supposed to be,
dude,
all fun.
I think I remember I watched it. Well, the scene maybe 3 years ago, and I was about to start tearing up. So I'm like, damn, this thing still hits me. Oh my gosh, because it was such a sad moment. I'm like, damn. It was a really powerful movie though. It was a really great movie. That's why I really love it.
I got you. But I think I like Pokemon 2000 because they introduced like Lugia and all the birds.
The thing with that movie is like
the chosen one.
The thing was like legendaries could breed. I'm like, what the heck?
Wait, what was this?
In Pokemon 2000, Lugia had a kid, I think.
No, you're talking about the series. You're talking about the series. The series was the kid. That was the TV series.
Wait. No. Let me look at
it. Was the TV series. I remember because there was a little baby Lugia, and Team Rocket was trying to capture it. And
that was in the TV series?
Yes, it was.
Oh, I thought it was in the. Okay, it wasn't in the movie.
No, the movie was like the chosen one of time or something like that. Or
okay. Dude, the movie with Celebi was so crappy with Ash going back. That movie was stupid.
Hey, I don't know if you watched it. Earlier. Oh, you mean Pokemon Forever?
Yeah.
I didn't like it. It was an okay movie. I kind of enjoyed Pokemon 3 better than Pokemon Forever. But Pokemon. Hey, you think Pokemon will start their own streaming service just like Disney is about to start their own streaming service? I was talking about that.
Me personally, I think companies are going in the wrong direction when they start doing that because
Why? What's wrong with that? I mean, if you get a Pokemon streaming service, you get all the seasons of Pokemon dubbed or subbed, and then you can get the movies too. You know, because there's a lot of movies.
The thing is, okay, yeah, it's fine, but it's like Disney never did a streaming service, and if they do it,
about to.
Okay, yeah. If when they do it, will it be successful? Like, because sometimes a lot of companies, they do streaming services. Most of the time they're successful, but it's just like me personally. I think I don't know, because Netflix is complicated. I'd rather like. For Disney, it's about the money, so they're not gonna be like, here's all my shows on Netflix. You could have them for a while for a fee.
But with Disney, you get like Disney has a huge collection of stuff.
They do.
They got all the Star Wars film, or at least 2 of the Star Wars films. I don't know if they'll show 1 through 6, but they got the Star Wars films. They got their Marvel films. They got all those cartoons from the 90s and the 2000s and the old and the old stuff that Walt Disney was doing when he was alive. And then you got the Disney movies like everyone likes from Disney Animation, like Big Hero 6, unfortunately Frozen, Wreck-It Ralph, and you got pretty much a huge collection there. So I would understand why they started their streaming service.
You know what I mess, dude?
I might warn you, Disney might be expensive because Disney is expensive business.
Yeah, they always say
it might be $15 a month.
I'm not subscribing to that. Anyway,
that's just a prediction. That's just a prediction because Hulu's with no commercials is like $15, and with commercials it's like $7.
Dude, I remember when Hulu was free. When I used to watch anime on Hulu all the time when I was younger.
Oh yeah, it did have anime on there because I remember I watched one series on there when I was in middle school because I was in puberty.
Dude, I remember Wizards of Waverly Place. Love that show. Oh my gosh, Hannah Montana.
It was okay. I was more of a That's So Raven kid.
Dude, Hannah Montana. That was actually a great show. Zoe 101. I had a crush on Zoe when I was a kid. Oh my gosh, there was a lot of
with Nickelodeon live action. I was more of an all Danny Keenan and Kel. Drake and Josh. It was kind of it depends on what episode.
Drake and Josh was the classic for me.
It depended on which episode for me on Drake and Josh because Keenan and Kel was my main show.
Yo,
live action.
Drake and Josh when they were like, "Hug me, brother," I was like, "Yeah, this is the stuff." Yeah, I love Drake and Josh. I love it. Like, if I were met, I would really like Drake Bell also because this guy was a voice actor for Spider-Man in the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon series.
He was great. He was great doing that.
Yeah.
I also watched Victoria's back in high school. That was kind of cool. Because of Ariana Grande.
Me too. That was the show. I watched a little bit. I also watched Sam and Cat a little bit. Because
Ariana Grande is my wife, man.
I had a crush on her, but not no more. When I was younger, but not no more. I like Zendaya a lot. Like she's the wife material right there. You know Zendaya she was in the Spider-Man movie, the newest one, or no?
Zendaya. Oh, her.
Yeah, she's.
Dude, when I saw her in that Bruno Mars music video, I was shook.
She's amazing. She looks beautiful.
Yes, she is, man. Like I knew her from I liked her since Shake It Up. I don't know why I watched it.
Yeah, I didn't watch that show really. Maybe 1 or 2
Bella Thorne kind of went down the wrong road.
Maybe 1 or 2 episodes, but since then I really like how she just. I was like, oh man, she looks beautiful. So, maybe one day you'll see me with Zendaya on the big screen, man. No, let me stop playing.
That'd be awesome, man.
Dude, oh my gosh. I gotta try to take acting classes because I really want to be in a Spider-Man movie or something. Like, not as Miles Morales, but
What background?
No.
Or are you talking about like a role?
A role. Well, in the beginning, I would be fine with a background, but more of a role. Like, not. I don't want to be a villain. No, I want to be like a.
What's wrong with villains? Villains actually are more loved than the heroes.
No,
I know when
not when it comes to Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man.
I know when the Avengers came out, people loved Loki
because Loki is he has a great personality. That's why he's a really good villain. But no,
I wouldn't say Suicide Squad because I know people they hate the new Joker.
I thought the new Joker did his own thing. I don't think it was the best, but I don't hate him really.
Let's just say people rather have Mark Hamill Joker or Heath Ledger Joker.
Heath is dead, so
I know if he was alive.
But the thing is, it's too much pressure for Jared Leto to try to try to surpass what Heath did because I don't think it's possible.
That's a good thing because you don't want to copy no one because if you copy, then you'll be like, well, this is just a stupid remake of something.
Yeah, that's why the new Joker is his own thing. It's not just a carbon copy, so that's good.
It's like this. Like I'm glad that actually with when everyone wanted Christian Bale in the Justice League. We got a what's his face as Batman as Ben Affleck, and actually Ben Affleck raised my expectations for him as Batman. I actually loved him as Batman. He actually did a great job.
Me personally, I think he was okay. It was.
I didn't say he did better than Christian Bale. I say I gave him like. Now Christian Bale's like a 10 out of 10, but for Ben Affleck, I gave him like a 7 out of 10. Like you're good, but you're not Christian Bale. But you didn't mess up the role. You didn't mess up the role.
I hope the Flash reboots the DC universe because me personally, it's too dark right now. Like it's like way too dark. I'm like, what the.
Have you seen Wonder Woman?
Yeah, I saw it. No, even Wonder Woman, yeah, it's not as dark, but it still has a little, dark elements. It's during a wartime and stuff.
Oh yeah, I know that. Here's my tip. I'll let you finish.
Because we got Barry Allen, he could just reverse time or do whatever and reboot the whole universe, which I will like. Well, not now, but maybe a couple of years from now. So it's not as dark, because it's way too dark. And, it's fine to be dark, but not that dark where Batman is over here just, I'm killing people. No, come on now.
I got you. Well, let's just say Wonder Woman is basically my number 2 movie in the DCU or whatever it's called, Extended Universe.
Yeah.
One is what did I say my number 1 was? Did I say? I didn't say Batman versus Superman. I think I said Suicide Squad. I don't know. I gotta look back on that.
Suicide Squad. The story was horrible.
I enjoyed Suicide Squad, but here's the thing:
the villain was bad, horrible.
Hey, here's the similarities with Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman had the kind of similarities as Captain America a little bit. You know how Captain America, like when he came back into modern day time and he was trying to adjust to stuff.
I never watched the first Captain America movie.
I was talking about Captain America 2.
Oh.
So like Winter Soldier, Cap was trying to adjust to the new time. Like with Wonder Woman, she was trying to adjust with modern time, with the 1920s. So that's kind of a little bit of similarities there because Wonder Woman was trying to figure out, what does this mean? What does that mean? She was trying to do all the Amazonian stuff and couldn't do it in the 1920s because the 1920s was kind of civilized and she wasn't a little bit. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wish it'd be so cool.
What?
If I know this will never happen, but if DC or Marvel when they do designing their costumes for heroes or whatever, they put it on the internet. Not all the costumes, but they think of the final thing and they just put in there like, is this a good? Does the costume look good? To get actual feedback, because some of the fans are so dedicated that they make their own costumes, like designs that look so much better than the official ones. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
That's takes a lot of dedication. You know,
Yeah, and sometimes
okay. Patreon sites and they use the money to make it more expensive than what whoever company. I don't know. You would think the people that make the movie would be more expensive with their costumes, but you know.
And the other thing is like, okay, when the producers that has to do with costume design and stuff, the costume is good, but like with the Flash costume, it's too dark, and somebody just brightened it up and made him a little bit lighter red, and it looked way better. Just a little color change makes the costume like shine.
I got you.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait to see the Justice League, see what they do with Flash and what you call it.
I'm gonna go to that movie with not so high expectations. So if I get disappointed,
I mean, I'm not gonna put my I get you. I'm not gonna put my expectations high for that because you know it's a DC extended universe, but you know it's the Justice League. We're getting a Justice League movie. Plus, you know, I know that Superman is gonna come back. I know that's who.
Dude, my favorite.
What's his name? Alfred was talking to. I know he was talking to Superman.
Logan.
There's no one else he would have been talking to.
Yeah, Logan is definitely one of the best comic book movies ever made. I love it.
I still need to see that.
Wolverine is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I need to see Logan. Maybe I might see. I still need to see the Wolverine, but
yep.
I heard a lot of bad stuff about the Wolverine, but Logan, everyone liked it.
Well, I'm a big fanboy of Wolverine, so
I got you. I can't wait until they reboot the X-Men, or at least give it the property to Marvel, and maybe they'll make a decent movie.
Oh my! I'm tired of the reboot.
X-Men 1 and 2 were like my favorites.
The reboots are killing me. Oh my gosh!
I mean, they did the Spider-Man reboot pretty well. They did Homecoming pretty well.
Oh, I like Spider-Man's my favorite superhero. So, they could do 50 reboots. I'll still watch it.
Okay. Let me see if they did. What good reboot have they done recently?
I heard they're trying to reboot Scarface like later on.
What? Wow.
Yeah.
You can't reboot Scarface. How can you do that?
Because that Scarface movie is actually a reboot of another one from like the 40s.
Yeah, I know. Like, I guess you can reboot it, but I don't know how good it'll be.
Oh my god! It better not be like, some white dude from America. Oh my god, that Scarface. Oh my gosh, because that would be so crappy. Hollywood, I don't know, man. It's 2017. Hollywood, almost every film is like white actors, which is not a bad thing, but it's just like, have you ever wondered, is there no like minority actors like that want to be actors or something? Because Hollywood never.
Honestly, I don't know, dude.
Hollywood doesn't put, like, when you see a black person or anything like someone minority in Hollywood movies, like, unless it's like a Denzel Washington or The Rock or Kevin Hart, like big names, you know, they're really not in big roles, and that's really annoying.
Well, I don't know what's going on in Hollywood, but you know, I don't know. I don't know the profession that much. Maybe Danny Anime.
Dude, Danny Anime is a ghost, man. He comes back to YouTube and does the disappearing YouTube.
I mean, I see him on Snapchat. I mean, if you have Snapchat, you can figure out what he's doing. Well, I think I'm probably gonna end the live stream there because I want to catch the rest of Tsunami.
All right, man. I'll catch you some other time. Thanks for having me. And
No problem, dude.
yeah, remember, welcome to the NHK when you have the time.
All right, I'm probably have time tomorrow after the Falcons game.
All right.
All right, I'll catch you all later in the next live stream, and the next video will come out hopefully next Monday. So I'll catch you guys later.
All right. Peace, man.